A very good morning and afternoon to everybody. I have to say good morning because we have guests from not from India, which is still in the morning. Anyway, I'm Danny here from NOAA. I'm the product manager for BrightStar, and NOAA is also the regional Southeast Asia stocking distributor for Koehler BrightStar. Okay. As said, we're doing a product launch for a new product. I would say that if it's offspring, if all of you would have gotten what we call the razor, that is the 125 lumens and the 325 lumens razor. And what BrightStar has done right now has launched two new products, which is the razor, the new razor, and the new razor FSL. The main difference between these two products would be that, first of all, with this new razor, it has actually, what they have done is they have combined the brightness and the duration of the razor and the razor 2 into 2-in-1 on the new razor. And with the razor FSL, they have included on top of what is the function that is on the new razor, they have added on a floodlight to the FSL. Okay. The first thing I must say is that the technology, this new razor will be firstly the brightest in the marketplace, the longest duration in the marketplace, and we have actually the lightest that you can find on a flashlight that can produce such a great brightness, duration, as well as requiring only 3 AA size batteries. Okay. Before we carry on, when I say brightness, I want to get to everybody what we talk about protection class and brightness. Can you share? I'm going to share to you a screen. Primarily, this new razor, the first one. What is protection class? Primarily, what you need to understand is that in the protection class, safety protection class, there is a European, which we call it the UL certification, as well as the ATAX, which is the European certification. And these two lights, it actually are approved to both certifications as well as certified to Zone 0. You will see on the top what is Zone 0. Zone 0, Zone 0,
Hi, sorry everyone. Can you please mute your mic? There's some echo feedback. Thank you.
What we have is these two lights is certified to zone for use in Zone 0 area. That means one of the highest, most dangerous area, hazardous area. We'll move to the next slide. See that nowadays there's a standardization of where the lights are being done up, or any flashlight. They are so-called certified to an F1 kind of standard. The thing that we want to illustrate in this presentation is on two things. You see on the top left-hand corner what we call brightness, luminosity, that a lot of people will sell their flashlights based on lumens. What is lumens? Basically is the brightness of the light source. That means what is coming out from the LED. What is the amount of lumens that can come out from the light source? But what is actually being onto the product itself is called the big the peak light intensity is on the right hand side. More often than not, when you compare products in the marketplace, let's not just look at the luminosity, the lumens of the product. You will, more often than not, you will see that the peak intensity will be much lower as compared. Let's say BrightStar has a luminosity of 325 lumens, but it has a peak intensity candela of 14,000 candela as compared to our competitor, which claims to have 400 lumens, but their peak intensity is only 11,000, which is much lower. In this presentation, I will show to you what we mean by this. Off. So I'm back again. Yep. This slide, you have both of these has a front light, and this is 325 lumens. If I press on again, it has an intensity of 125 lumens. And at 325 lumens, it has a candela of 14,000 candela. On the FSL, like what I said just now, it has an additional light that is on the side. And it has a candela of 1,000 candela, and it has a luminosity of 150 lumens. You can actually turn it on and off. And this light that comes with, it can on both at the same time, where you have a light that is forward, there's a light that is down, that you can move along with it. This one would have only on the unidirectional, without a floodlight on the razor. On top of that, it comes with a very strong clip that you can clip it on. You clip on to your belt or to a fireman's suit, whereby this is a fireman jacket, whereby you can clip it on and you can use it the front as a right angle flashlight. Here, in addition, it comes, both of these lights comes with a hands-free, other than with a magnetic base on the back, as well as on the clip. All right. Let's go.
Okay. You see, does this
Sorry, please mute your mic, please. And off your video, thank you very much.
Right now, I'm trying to demonstrate to you when we say it's the brightest in the marketplace. I repeat myself again. This floodlight, I'm going to demonstrate first on the floodlight, whereby you can actually make use of this light as a flood lighting system, whereby with this you can click on. What you can see here are 6 lights that you can click on to a metal board, or you can click in this form as well. I'm going to demonstrate to you right now, whereby I'm going to beam off a light to the wall that is 6 meters away, whereby I'm going to show you the difference between 1,400 lumens floodlight as compared with 6 of these Razer FSL. What we're going to do here right now is I'm going to start with beaming up a light that will flood this area using a 1400 lumens floodlight. What you will see, this is what you're going to see from a 1400 lumens floodlight. And what we're going to do here is that we're going to turn on this light, and then we're going to turn on 6 of these Razer FSL floodlights. One is on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What you will see here is that if you recall the light that you see just now, you will see how bright Koehler BrightStar lighting distance are. We have an equivalent 6 150 lumens lights that is equivalent to 900, and the brightness you will see because of its stellar that it can project, you will see the same amount of brightness as compared to a 1000 lumens light. Sorry. Not sure whether you are convinced, but this is what we are talking. The demonstration just now is to demonstrate to you as you look at your specifications of BrightStar as compared with. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Some interruption again. What we are trying to demonstrate to you is on the true brightness that you can get from a Koehler BrightStar flashlight as compared with to do is when you receive the product catalog from the sales, let's compare with the lumens, and please compare with the candela, which is the peak light intensity of the light. I'm very sure that as compared with the competitor, you'll find that their lumens, they will declare as very high, but their peak light intensity is lower than BrightStar. And this is a clear demonstration. Just now what we have tried to do is to demonstrate this is the true peak light intensity that you're going to get from Koehler BrightStar flashlights or lighting systems. All right. So up to now, do we have any questions here that you want to throw out?
You can unmute yourself if you have any questions.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I would like to ask, so these products, which like industry sectors do you recommend us to use them? Because I saw you were talking about the fire industry and the like. which other industries do you recommend us to use these products in?
Okay, good question. It will go to any industry that a normal flashlight that is not safety protected. That means it does not require a $1 flashlight that you can buy from the supermarket. It will require that you can use these flashlights. That means it can be in an oil refinery, it can be in a confined space, sewage, in a sewage where you cannot bring in a normal flashlight to it, and on a tanker, on a ship, even in the aircraft industry, where you are not allowed to bring any non-safety protected flashlight.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying this is 100% waterproof?
This is IP67, okay? The light, the brightness of a safety flashlight, the main thing is once you are safety protected, is going to be IP67 water protected.
Okay, all right, I get it. I get it.
Any other questions? No? I'm going to show you the light just now on the front light right now.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yeah?
Sir, just a question. Regarding the ATX approval, you mentioned that it has a battery of AA. Am I right?
That is right.
Yeah, okay. So for the battery, for the approval of ATX, since AA batteries are available in the market, once we have replaced the battery by a normal battery in the market, will it still be valid for use for or as ATX approved, or we should use a battery which is ATX approved, not the ordinary battery?
Okay. To be clear on this, all safety product in the marketplace is approved not just firstly, these lights are approved to alkaline batteries. Two, it is tested and approved to a certain brand. If my memory serves me right, it's tested to Duracell. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Regarding that, because I'm just thinking of for the oil mining companies which will be requiring ATX approval. Usually, they might be asking for what are the compositions of the ATX approval. So based on your suggestion, we need to continue using the Duracell battery with our flashlight for us to maintain the ATX approval of both the batteries and the flashlight?
No, the light is tested to be ATEX approved by using a certain brand of battery and model, which is the alkaline version. That is what is being tested. So, if the mining industry, to answer your question, if you have put that in, it will be able to, if you show them the certificate, let me try to get a certificate. Probably we'll send you the certificate, all right? And then in the certificate, it will be specified.
So in other words, you're saying that the normal Duracell battery, which we can just walk into a supermarket and buy, they are suitable for use?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Any other question? No? I'll test out the brightness of the.
None, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is we're going to test to you the front light. We're going to test 6 lights. Okay. I turn on 4. This is the power of the front light, which is at 325 lumens at 14,000 candela. You'll notice that this is even brighter, and the throw of this light can go as far as 230 meters. So you'll see this our brightness at 230 meters. All right. This is one of the things that you can make use of as well, making use of not just the floodlight version, but using this to illuminate a certain area where you get very good brightness. All right. Okay. Are there any other questions from here? The main thing is what we're trying to demo to you is first, when you talk to your customer, the thing here is to compare the peak light intensity of the light and not just to look at the lumens of the product, because that is not a true what you're going to get from a light. Other than that, why the light can throw out that distance? You notice here, the reflector here is very well polished inside. And this is the light, this is the reflector that able to project the light forward. This is where the technology has to be in order to throw a light a certain distance, not just the light on a certain distance, but the brightness coming out from the light source, which is the LED that's inside. There's no point to have a very bright LED where the light cannot be thrown off to a distance, which is dependent on the reflector that is in the light itself. You can see that when you buy a lot of LED flashlights in the marketplace, all right, it looks very bright, but basically they do not have. Why is it so cheap? Because they do not have a very good reflector, and this reflector does not throw the light source, what we get from the power of the light source out to your object. That's where you have to look at the peak light intensity of the light as mentioned. And this FI standard is being put up is to have a fair competition in the marketplace.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of durability, let's say we're using these lights in heavy industrial areas. Let's say mistakenly you just drop it. How durable are they?
All right.
In terms of durability.
In terms of durability, good question. Okay. All safety flashlight, first of all, is being drop tested, must be drop tested to at least 1 meter.
Okay.
All right. So of course, any light, when you even you drop test any light, they are being dropped, and these lights are very high durability. And what I can say is that for the past 8 years, when we sell the razor, which is the same body, we do not have any warranty claim from any customer that says that my light is spoiled because I dropped the light.
Okay.
which we do not know where the light goes. So it's very much proven, other than doing a test.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Okay. Any other question? No? I will also take this opportunity to cover certain product, other safety product that is in the market, that is a new product from Koehler BrightStar, which is also a safety marker light. This marker lights comes in 4 different colors: red, blue, white. Sorry, it's too bright for me. And green. All right. And it comes in steady mode. And when you press this down, you press another. Sorry. You hold it down for a while, you get a flashing mode from the light. Sorry. It's a double tap. You can go into steady mode and you can go to a flashing mode. The throw distance is about 1,000 feet away, and it has a very long running time of at least 144 hours on 3 AAA size battery. And it comes with different kind of clips, including a magnetic clip, all right, and it can be mounted at the back of the helmet as a marker light. It only weighs 100 grams. Right? And it is UL rated to Class 1 Division 1 areas. So it is very economical, safety protected marker lights if necessary. And it can be even used for traffic control if they want to. And it's small, it has long duration, and the battery that you use is only 2 AAA size battery. There is also a clip, crocodile clip, that you can do mounting as well if you need to. All right. Any question from here? Do you find that such a product has a marketplace for you? No? In that case, I will move on. Probably some of you will have already purchased before the headlamp, the Koehler BrightStar headlamp. which is available in the alkaline version, which uses 3 AAA size batteries, and a rechargeable version that it can be charging, that you can actually do charging via USB port that is plugged from here and to a USB connection. The difference between these two lights is that this light here has 4 functions, and the rechargeable version here has 6 functions. How to get 4 functions? First, when I turn on the light, you can see that this is called a reading light, a floodlight. And you press one more time. This is from high luminosity to a lower luminosity. If I hold on to the switch long enough, it will turn into a spot mode, which is high. You press one more time, it becomes low. You press on, it will be off. So you have 4 modes. 1, high mode, low mode on the front. Press on, go to a flood mode, and a flood low mode. For the rechargeable version, you have press on. Similarly, you have this flood mode, low mode, go into the spot mode on high, low, and then off. You have also sorry. Flashing mode. Cannot remember. There's also a flashing mode on this flood mode version that it can be used as a marker light. Alright? Whereby this clip, this belt here, you need not have, you can actually attach to any helmet without the use of any other attachment, whereby you simply flip it on in this mode. When you put it on, you will not feel that the belt here will interfere with the wearing of your helmet. Alright? And if you want to mount it to the back, you can do likewise for the light. Alright? It does not need to have, The headlamp does not need to have special attachments to your helmet. And all these lights comes able to tune and adjusted for this application. All right. First of all, I must say that if you have the pricing, Koehler BrightStar probably has one of the brightest. I want to use the word brightest. In the price range that you have, it will be the lightest at 100 gram. You will have a light that is bright enough for application and safety protected for Class 1 Division 1 and Class 1 Division 2 for your rechargeable version. All right. Any questions so far? No? I'm going to move on to this right angle. This is the right angle responder right angle flashlight. You have this, which is the alkaline version, and this is the rechargeable version. In the alkaline version, you will have an alkaline battery pack. This alkaline battery pack can be purchased separately, whereby if at any point of time where you need a light and you forgotten to charge your light, you can actually pop in this alkaline battery pack into the light and it can still work. And it uses 6 AA size battery. One of the things that I want to highlight is again on the reflector technology on the light. You notice that this light, this reflector here seems to be a little bit funny, right? It is not. It is a technology that this reflector here is called what we call a mist or smoke piercer. You can have any, we have demonstrated even before within Exxon refinery that they have done tank cleaning activity where there is a lot of water mist. They can bring in a very high power light and beam in the light, but basically it just cannot beam through, even it is very, very bright. But when you take this laser responder with this smoke piercer, it is able to pierce through the mist and have illumination inside that they can check. This has to be tested with the customer. And this is one of the lights that is widely used by the American firefighters because you need a smoke piercer. If there's a fire, there's smoke. You want to pierce through the light, you need a good light piercer. And to create that, you need a reflector like this, which is a technology. And you will not see any other lights having this technology. All right. This is also a right angle that you can easily move on to a fireman suit for this application, which is a hand-free kind of application. And it comes with a very big button that even you are wearing glove, you can also turn on the lights easily. One other thing that this is the rechargeable version. One of the things that I want to highlight is that this can be also used as a standby light. What is a standby light? In this charging mode, when it is under charging, you see a ray. Okay? What you do is, when you turn on the light, you turn it on. This can be mounted into an alleyway or things, or a place that you want to have a standby light. So what happens is, when you put it on, it will be off. Should the power supply be cut off, it will turn on automatically by itself. So what you can do is, when you use this light, you can use it as a standby light. Standby lighting that you can mount this charger onto, let's say, an alleyway, and should there is a blackout, it turns on the light, and people can just go down there and take the light from there and move. So you can have dual purpose for this. Which is available. The next other competitor that you will get that has such a function will be probably from Xi'an, that probably the light will cost you a few $1,000s. All right, but with this, we have actually put this on police postcard boats that want standby light as well as use it as a normal light, okay, for their daily application. All right. Any question from here? Mainly, this type of lights will go a long way with the firefighters, as well as for use on board ships, on board in any kind of application that they need a light with very good brightness. Any questions? No? This is the light hawk, whereby it comes with 325 lumens power, which is, it can come in a high beam and a low beam. And when you turn on this on the back, it can have also a tail light that is steady on, as well as flashing. On, steady on, flashing. So that when somebody carries this, the one that is behind will know that there's somebody in front. That's the purpose of the tail light. It can be used in MRT stations, underground, whereby the person that's going forward, if there's a train ever comes by, they see someone, they will know that there's somebody is in front, using this high power kind of flashing LED lights. Other than that, it can be also used as a working light. That this, I can place it on the floor, and I can keep this and use it as a working light. On top of that, it can have a 15 degrees because the back here on the slide, it can go as much as 15 degrees and it will not slide off from the floor or from any surface. On top, this is a very big handle here, and you can, even you are wearing glove, you can actually hold this with no issue as well. One of the good things is that I can say that like the BrightStar Light Hawk that is in the marketplace is the lightest in the world. It is less than 1 kilo in weight. What it comes with, the customer will also be given a heavy duty carrying bag. Alright. On top of that, this is also a smart charger. You can leave the light on continuously with no issues. All right. This is a very quick on the. Some of you may already purchase this light hawk at the right angles. This is to be kept for the benefit of other participants in this launch of the BrightStar. No question here. One of the things, what I have presented so far here is all the safety rated products from Koehler BrightStar. Of course, from the razor to the blinker light to the headlamp, the right angle, and the light hawk lights. What BrightStar has also a new product that is in the marketplace, which this is a non-safety rated floodlight. It has firstly 3,000 lumens to this light, this portable light, rechargeable. It can run as long as 50 over hours and down to 2.5 hours, from 250 lumens down up to 3,000 lumens. Here, you can, it's adjustable on the lumens, which I'll demonstrate to you. This is then you can adjust the brightness of this floodlight that will determine the duration of the light. And behind here, you'll see that there is actually a battery indicator that tells you how much battery life you are left with, running time. And you have also what we call, you can actually adjust the light from white to warm light. A lot of you will have your handphones, right? Why do you have a warm light? So that it goes easy with your eyes and not with a white light. If you use a white light for reading or working, you find that your eyes will be very tired easily, as compared to a warm light that is adjusted that it will allow you to have more soothing on your eyes when you are doing your work. On top of that, you can count this here. Let's say I have the L. You have pipes. You have pipes. You have an edge that you can actually hang this easily. You have metal. Wall. You can also have a magnetic base that can stick it to a magnetic base onto the wall. All right. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you the light power of this light. This is at 385 lumens. It will go as high as 3000 lumens. And from here, I can adjust it to white, warm yellow light. It can be adjusted to your light intensity. It can with 3000 lumens, this light can be projected to 200 meters at a distance. That is, you can do a flooding of close to 200 meters on this light. The construction of this light is very hardy. Of course, there is for non-safety light in the industry. You will probably find a cheap made in China light, but this is a light that if it is meant for personal usage in the common industrial area, especially for big countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, and all these, you would want to have a hardy light that can work for you and with long running duration. That will make the difference against buying a light that is may not be as hardy as it works. And this light is using lithium batteries, whereby you will not have any issues with a lot of the rechargeable lights that's in the marketplace that are not using lithium at all. So for pricing, you can get a pricing from our sales people that you can determine whether there's a marketplace for you for this light. That's the end of my presentation. Is there any other questions that you all may have? No? Thank you for your time. And we have put together a product literature that we can actually send it to you for your reference, right? And we can pick it up from there. Any other questions? Feel free to ask us, and we will, for example, certificates that we talk about, we can send it to you. All right? Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.